In this video, I'm going to show you how we used AI to reimagine and rebrand a boring olive oil company into a playful, engaging, and high-converting concept. We used ChatGPT to craft all new copy and generative AI to create fresh visuals. So you'll see exactly how we turned a bland brand into something people actually want to buy. Now, before we dive into the actual rebrand, I want to show you the current positioning of the company. If you take a look at the homepage, it's pretty clear that the brand hasn't really invested in creating a shopping experience that's engaging or conversion focused. Despite spending money on Meta and Google Ads, they're using a free Shopify theme with almost zero branding or personality. It all feels very bland and minimal. There's nothing that really sets them apart or gives you a reason to remember them or buy from them. And it doesn't get much better on the product page. There's hardly any information, no real social proof, and you can tell there's no conversion-focused layout or framework. They're missing critical elements like high-quality images, clear before-after pricing that highlights savings, accordions to break out ingredients and health info, and important sections for benefits, features, and FAQs. But the most obvious issue is that there's no emphasis on increasing order value. They don't offer bundles or quantity options, which is leaving money on the table. Today's shoppers want deals, and giving them a buy one, buy two, or buy three option is an easy way to boost average order value. With that said, let's jump over to their current live Facebook ad and take a look at what they're doing on the paid side. The brand is running ads on both Google and Meta, but honestly, their Facebook ad has the same issues as their website. There's just no personality. The copy is dull, the video feels generic, and nothing about it actually grabs your attention. It's easy to scroll right past it, and because there's just nothing memorable or exciting there, they are going to lack in sales. Now, compare that to a brand like Graza, the olive oil startup that exploded from 0 to 60 million in a single year. They're targeting the exact same US audience as Olive & Baker, but their Facebook ads are in a totally different league. Their video is funny, engaging, and actually makes you want to watch it. The best part, they're just using an AI voiceover paired with simple video clips of the actual product in use. Nothing fancy, but it works incredibly well and gets people to pay attention. It just goes to show that with a bit of creativity and the right tools, Baker and Olive could easily be doing something similar and getting way better results. In this next clip, I'm going to play both ads just so you can see the difference.
Everybody get up.
This is Drizzle. They know they're that girl. Single origin? Check. Deliciously bright flavor? Check. Fresh taste? Big check. This is their bestie Sizzle. They get along because they're both cold-pressed super fresh and have their harvest date right on the bottle. Drizzle's the punchy one. They're bold, a little peppery, and perfect for finishing dishes with a pop of flavor. Meanwhile, Sizzle keeps it mellow. They're your go-to pal for everyday roasting.
Now let me ask you a question. If you were to go to the grocery store and head over to the olive oil aisle, which olive oil bottle would be more attractive to you? On the left, we have the Baker and Olive. It's using a simple glass bottle. And on the right, we have the Graza, which is using a more modern bottle with the beautiful packaging and colors. I will say this, I live in Greece. I live off of olive oil. I have olive trees. Olive oil here is a culture. So I am the perfect customer avatar. If I was to go to my grocery store and pick out an olive oil bottle, I would definitely be more attractive to Graza. Right away, I could tell that they've invested much more than just the quality of the olive oil. It's the experience, it's the youthfulness, it's the playfulness. This attracts me more. Also, the way they've smartly used these certain colors to actually mirror the color tones of the olive itself. The gloss of the olive, the greens, the dark greens, the yellows, it just perfectly encapsulates what olive oil is. Whereas with Baker and Olive, it just would not stand out. there are thousands of bottles that look like this. And if you're wondering or saying, yeah, well, I would much prefer the one on the left-hand side, that's absolutely cool and good for you. The data behind these two brands is Graza is one of the fastest growing online olive oil brands. So objectively, we have to pay attention to what they're doing right. And what they're doing right is they are coming into a market that is heavily saturated, and they're disrupting it. They're bringing a new flavor to the olive oil game. All these monopolies that own the olive oils, they are boring with plastic jugs and glass bottles, whereas with Graza, they brought in something brand new. So that was the basis of our rebranding concept. We wanted to make something that was much more playful, something that used bright colors, and we used OpenAI to imagine it. So without further ado, let's begin with first looking at how we took this bottle and reimagined it to be more similar to Graza. Now, please note, this is just a concept. We used OpenAI to generate these images. The idea is to show you how you can reimagine a brand. So beginning from the top, we fed into a prompt asking ChatGPT to create a modern, playful branding of an olive oil bottle inspired by Graza's packaging style. We uploaded an image, and you can see through here, we went through many different variations before we landed on something that we really liked. Even here, we still did some more variations until we came to this image here. And the reason why we love it is because that word pure, people know that it's pure olive oil. We have the Greek grandma, or should I say the Greek yaya, on the stove cooking. It's 100% olive oil and hand-picked in Greece. So that was the concept. Now that we created the new olive oil bottle, the goal was how could we make Facebook ads that were much more engaging, that were humorous, that were playful, and certain to get higher click-through rates, meaning people would click on these ads at a higher rate than what we showed you before. So the idea there was we started creating ad copy. Now, this idea is we wanted to show a Greek yaya in an olive grove with this huge muscle arm and her holding the olive oil. This was generated using ChatGPT, but the idea is it's funny, you understand it. She's become bulky and huge and muscular because of this pure olive oil. And if you were scrolling on your Facebook and on your Instagram or on your TikTok, this type of image would grab your attention. The second one we created was the olive oil anonymous. If you live in the United States, you know what alcohol anonymous is. This is a kind of playful approach on that. It's kind of indicating that this girl is addicted to olive oil, and every week she has to go into these meetings. And we created more variations where there's olive oil on her shirt and on the people around her, and she's addicted to olive oil. And the idea here is we wanted to use humor. These are some of the best converting ads. On our performance marketing agency, we see humor in UGC work the best. So the idea was we wanted to be humorous, we wanted to be on brand, and we wanted people to stop as they're scrolling. And very quickly, you understand what this is, olive oil anonymous. And you could see here the ad copy. What started as just a drizzle turned into a full-blown bottle a week behavior. Now we meet every Tuesday. And with the head copy, olive oil addiction is real and worth it. And then, of course, we started experimenting with more. And again, that's the beautiful thing with ChatGPT. You could create all these iterations, understand what works. And if you can't get one-to-one, you can go out and photograph it, but use this type of content as inspiration for what your brand should be doing. And with this concept, again, we want to create ads that stop people from scrolling. We want to be loud, we want to be aggressive. And the idea here again was how can we create something that's engaging? How can we create something that gets people to stop? How can we build humor into it, but at the same time get people to click through to see more? So now that you've seen the ad copy, let's jump over into the actual landing page and product page. So beginning with the actual landing page. You could see here, we made a hero using that AI generated image. We have a clear H1, clear H2, call to action, and reviews. Standard, all the conversion elements that you need with that announcement bar. This is the perfect ingredient for high conversion rates. It's simple, it's digestible, it's not busy, and we're using very aggressive copy. If it's not Greek olive oil, it's just salad water. We're carrying on with that humor. It's so pure, you can sip it, sizzle it, or slather it on your face. Now, the idea of that copy was back here. You could slather it on your face. So if someone was to click on this ad copy, that messaging would be consistent. And that's what we want. As we go down here, we have our animated text marquee. We have our quote. We have our benefits. And every single image you see here was generated on ChatGPT. Literally, we are just feeding prompts in and we're trying to generate different images. There's a lot here, so I don't know if I'll be able to show you exactly, but you could see every single image was generated using ChatGPT. As we go through the benefits, we then reach down and get to all the features. Even this image of the girl pouring the olive oil into the actual salad, this is using ChatGPT. As we scroll down, we then get into the ingredients, into the UGC, and into a section that we love, where we show why spend $250 on pills when you can just pour this, meaning that all the ingredients that you find in olive oil versus buying each and every single one of them one by one. Then following by the FAQ and the trust badges. Then we have the actual product page. Now, the product page is pretty similar to what you see to the landing page, but with a product box, of course. As you scroll down, you'll notice the idea here is we want to get people to purchase multiple. And if you buy one, you save $8. If you buy three, you save 12. If you buy 6, it's 20, 9 is 35. And we have the subscribe and save or the one-time purchase. Of course, we always make sure they're opted into the subscribe and save. And this is how you're going to increase AOV. If you remember Baker and Olive's product page, they did not even have the ability to select quantity or bundles. It was just pick your size and let's check out. Whereas we think if you were purchasing online, people don't want to purchase monthly, or they don't want, if they love the olive oil, they're not going to want to purchase every single month. They rather get 3 bottles and 6 bottles, or maybe share it with a family friend. So to have those options there are going to drive a higher AOV. Underneath, we have the UGC. We have this trust badge. And of course, the rest of the page is very similar. And this is what it looks like on desktop. Now, if you like what you're seeing right now, I want to show you guys something that we've been working on. It's pretty high secret. We're trying to launch today, given that, Shopify allows us to, but I'm going to show you guys something that we've built that's going to change the Shopify game. So here you could see we've created an app called Add Sections. Add Sections allows you to add entire landing pages and sections into your Shopify theme in one click. That's right. Fully customizable. You don't have to do anything else. If you like it, you buy it, it gets added to your entire theme and everything is customizable. And I'm going to show you what this landing page looks like inside the Shopify editor. Within one click, the entire landing page is now loaded into your Shopify theme. Everything is fully editable. We've given you as much customization features as possible without overdoing it and giving people the ability to ruin the page. You could upload images separately for mobile or desktop, videos for mobile and desktop. You can control the padding. Everything is fully customizable, from the colors, from the text to the marquees. Everything we've done here is to think of you. Even the way we highlight these words. So check this out. My name is Seth and I love olive oil. I could highlight anything I want here. And I could even change the color of that highlight, for example. Now, as we come down, you can see here, we have all the different icons. We have all the text here. Everything is fully editable. You can edit everything that you want here. Even the ingredients. With the UGC, we even give you more options. You can upload whatever you want. A video, you could have it as a thumbnail. You could upload a URL. You could have it on autoplay. It's a really cool feature. Then we have the compare chart and everything you just saw on that Figma. Now, we're running a promotion. The first 100 customers that purchase this page is going to get it for $25. Keep in mind, if we were to design and develop this for a brand, it'd be over $2,000. $25 to the first 100 people that sign up to our app and purchase it. After that, the price will go up. We're going to be selling pages for $50. So the first 100 that purchase this are going to get it for $25. And again, you just add it to your theme in one click. If you have any questions, please let me know. I thank you guys again for supporting our channel. I'm going to put the link in the description below where you can go and find this theme. If you have any questions, again, just email us, comment below, and I thank you for investing your time with us.